Hey, what's up YouTube? Down the Smartphone Guy coming back at you with another video, and today I want to talk about how you can successfully install Whitestone dome glass for any phone, and specifically today we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I'm going to set that box off to the side. So if you're not familiar with Whitestone dome glass, it is a little bit pricey. However, it is easily the best glass you can get for any curved display. So for instance, I've been using it on my iPhone 8 Plus, and it is fantastic because it basically goes edge to edge right up to your case. You don't see any kind of bubbles or anything. It basically just feels exactly like the original screen, with a couple of cutouts, of course, because you have to have those cutouts. But other than that, it basically feels exactly like the original screen. The problem is it's a little bit more complicated to install versus any other screen protector. So the one I have on here now is a $12 screen protector, and it's been working well, but you notice that there's a dot matrix there, so it doesn't actually sit right on the screen itself. So I'm not going to turn the screen back on because I turned it off in order to install the Whitestone dome glass. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. This has worked well, but one thing you'll notice is that basically this one just sticks at the edges. So it is somewhat easy to kind of remove that on accident. Maybe you bump it and so you lift it up, and so then it kind of loses its stickiness, but it's only sticky on the edges, whereas Whitestone dome glass uses adhesive that you're going to see in just a second. So I need to remove this top tray, and the adhesive actually holds the entire display, or the entire piece of glass to your display. So it is a little bit better, has more sensitivity, basically, like I said, feels like the original screen for all intents and purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and use the alcohol wipe it comes with. That one's dried out already because I left it out overnight, so I'm going to have to use another one here. And it comes with all kinds of stuff that you need to get it ready to go. So these little pieces right here collect any excess adhesive when and if anything comes out of your display. So you're going to want to get the display nice and clean. So that's step number one. You definitely want to have a perfectly dust-free environment. You want to have really a flat environment as well, so the adhesive kind of like stays right on the screen, because you don't really want it to run off at all. Step number one, make sure all the dust has been removed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set it in the tray now. And notice there's a little piece right here for your speaker, so I'm going to go ahead and cover up the speaker with this little tab that they include. Alright, now they do have also some dust removal stickers, so where are those at? Here they are. Alright, so you definitely want a flat surface. That's going to be another key here. Now, honestly, my surface that I'm doing this on is not flat, so I will end up picking this up just to make sure it kind of stays flat. So I'm going to get the screen ready, because the key to a successful installation will come in just a second. I'll show you exactly what you need to do, because this is the part where I've messed up a couple times when installing Whitestone dome glass. Alright, so we're going to want to open up the blue end of our adhesive first and set it right down here. We're going to screw it into this little piece right here. So that little tab right there is going to hold it above the screen before you actually install. That's going to be important. You want to make sure you have that ready to go. Alright, so as soon as you unscrew the top cap, you're actually going to release the liquid. So you want to make sure you have everything off of there before you actually do that. And again, you want a flat surface here, so we're going to remove this piece. So I'm going to make sure all that liquid gets out of there, because that's going to be real important. You kind of want to move it to the middle of the display. Alright, so before you actually install, you want to remove this piece so you can put the display right down. Once all the liquid's off of there. Remove the plastic off of the display, and this is where I've messed up a couple of times. So you want to get the liquid down here. So you want to make sure it actually touches the display before you remove the tab, like that. Let it run across the screen. Alright, so at this point I'm just letting the liquid flow to the top of the screen because I got most of the liquid down here, so it needs to flow all the way down. Once it does that, we can go ahead and use our UV light on. We'll start out with the top and then go to the bottom, and then we'll go back to the bottom and then back to the top, and then we'll go over the middle, and it should be all set to go. So we'll go ahead and let it run down a little bit further. This process takes a little while, so this takes a good minute and a half before you're able to get it all the way down, and then you can, once it gets all the way down, then you can go ahead and use the UV light. Alright, so once the UV light has done all of its magic, you want to go ahead and clean off all the excess adhesive. So you want to use the alcohol wipe and the microfiber cloth. And once you get all that adhesive removed, then you want to go ahead and test it with your favorite case. So here it is with my SUP case Unicorn Beetle, which happens to be my favorite case, and it fits perfectly. The screen is just as touch sensitive as it was with just the glass, and that's what makes Whitestone Dome glass so spectacular. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.